Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Or welcome if it's your first time. I am the EagleFan, and I have been reacting to music on this channel, and I continue here today with a band. It's been a little bit, I think, since I've reacted, but I like them. This is Unlucky Morpheus, ONIKOBE. I'm guessing that's the title of the song. If not, let me know. I might find out by the time you see this if I go look stuff up after posting this. But regardless of that, I am looking forward to this. They are very entertaining. So sorry, my phone buzzed. Let's check them out. Here we go. I didn't see if this was live or not. Actually, it says official music video. Sorry, official music video. So this is not a live one. I think I've only done live with them before. So this will be interesting. Let's check this out. Okay, I am going to go back just a hair because I don't know what was just about to start there. They are a very intriguing group. They've got so many elements to them. He's got an awesome growl. She has a beautiful voice. I think this might be the most I've heard him in a song so far. I thought I remember mostly hearing her. And Jill on violin is awesome. I do have to say, when I first saw this group a few years ago, not saw them live, I'd like to see them live. I remember watching and seeing the singer and the violin player, Jill. And then at some point, I saw Jill's Facebook thing pop up. So I followed her. I would watch. I don't remember seeing anything pop up for a while from her, but it's Facebook, so who knows? I never know what it's going to show me. I'll have to go check that out because I haven't seen it for a while. She used to post different things on there, which was cool. I remember seeing her and the singer and thinking, what are they? Early 20s or something. And then hearing how long the band had been around and looking them up and finding out that at that point, it's been maybe a couple of years, I think, since I looked. At that point, seeing that the singer, I think, was like 38 at the time, and Jill, the violin player, was like 42. And I was shocked. Like, they look young. They aged very well. Give them credit for that. So I don't know why I said that. That doesn't really mean anything here, but that's just something that popped into my mind here when I was watching Jill on violin here. Let's keep going. Okay, I'll stop there. It seems to be kind of a down point, and it's kind of a oddly timed song in terms of for my pauses. So if I get a pause in here now, I won't have to do anymore. And I'm glad I got to go sit through and listen to Jill's violin solo there. That's cool. Very cool. Violin seems to be a big thing on a lot of videos I've been watching lately because I've been getting big into Henry and all his violin playing in the songs I've seen so far. And I've just grown a greater appreciation for that instrument and the skill it takes. Let's not even talk about Henry's skills. He's beyond just the violin. I don't know with Jill. I don't know if she plays other instruments. I don't know any of her other background there other than seeing her on these videos and seeing her on some of those Facebook clips, which now I am going to have to be curious and check it out after this and see if there's any recent clips. But enough of that. Let's get back to hearing them. This is fun. They just have so many layers there. The growling, the beautiful singing, the violin, the heavy guitar, and the singing has a... her singing in this one has a little bit of a style to it that seems... I don't even know how to call it. It seems like it's like an Asian or a native Asian type of hint. Not saying it's all the way there, but there seems to be a hint there to me, at least in my completely untrained ears. Let's keep going. Let's check this out and hear the rest. Okay. That was Unlucky Morpheus. I believe the song was called ONIKOBE. Or ONIKOBE. ONIKOBE? ONIKOBE? Anyway, sorry. I was sitting here saying it multiple times over and over again. Reminded me of, I forget the episode. Reminded me of a Game Grumps episode. I forget what it was. I just remember Aaron repeating the same term over and over and over. But I forget what now. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. Sorry. I get off on those tangents. You know, see how my mind is here sometimes. And it's getting older. It's getting weaker. Maybe. At least I am anyway. But enough of that. You get enough of this weird old guy here. So I will say thank you. Thank you for making it this far. Thank you for listening. Let me know down below what you think about Unlucky Morpheus. I almost said Unholy Morpheus. That is still something I have in my list of things to check out. My understanding with that is, because I did mention or ask about it a while back when I first saw it, my understanding of that is actually I believe it might just be part of a live show. And in that portion, I believe it is without the ladies. So I think it's just him singing and the rest of the band. But I could be wrong on that. Let me know. I liked it. They're good. They bring power. I like I said, there's so many pieces to this. You can listen to Jill play the violin and you're like, oh, that's beautiful. That's nice. You can listen to the vocals, which are, like I said, it's almost almost like an Asian sound to it a little bit. And then you got the growler, who has an awesome growl. Love that deep growl like that. And we didn't even get to the rest of the band, who just bring it. The guitar is heavy. It pulls you along. Anyway, thank you. Let me know your thoughts about it. Any other ideas, suggestions you might have? I am working on trying to improve my luck with suggestions here in terms of getting to them and finding them. I have a bad habit of looking at comments on my phone, and then by the time I get back to the computer, they're no longer listed as new comments, and I've forgotten about there being potentially suggestions. So it takes me forever to go through the comments to find suggestions. I am working on another thing. Hopefully, it doesn't become just a lost waste of time. But I am trying to make an app I can use to go out and pull the suggestions from my comments. Hopefully maybe by tomorrow I'll be able to test it. See if it works or see if it's just utter garbage. Could very well just be utter garbage. But anyway, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for making it this far. Please be good to each other. In this crazy world, we need to learn to respect people. Now, there are actions which can override that respect. You're on the Epstein list, and for credible reasons, that respect's gone. You turn the White House into the white trash trailer park, that respect is gone. But, oh, hey, you're over there and you're a different race, you're a different ethnicity, you come from a different country. What's that tell me? That tells me nothing. That just tells me a little bit about you, so I know something about you when I talk to you. But it sure as hell doesn't make you a bad person. Person across the street, maybe they love the same sex as them. As long as we're talking consenting adults, again, all that does is tell me, oh, if I go over there, he might have a boyfriend or husband or whatever. And that's that. Conversation starts from there. It's the idiots out there that will rail against trans, gay, different religions. Just has nothing to do with the religion can sort of define a little bit how somebody can act. So that can at least affect whether or not they're a good person, which, hint, usually doesn't make them a good person. But anyway, just treat people with respect. I know several people from several different walks of life. And I grew up not having that opportunity. And a good portion of my early life, I was someone that I would be railing against right now. And once I got to actually meet people, work with people, talk with people, it just opens up the world. It opens up the world. It opens everything up in an amazing way. I now know several people of different races, different cultures, different countries, and not one of them do I dislike because of them having different races, different cultures, different countries. There are some that I dislike for other reasons. Might just not be a good person, but it has nothing to do with that first part. Same thing with someone who's potentially gay or trans or non binary. I have had an entire world of that opened up to me. And there is nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with any of the people who are in any of those groups because of that particular trait. There's good and bad in every group of people. But just these traits don't. There's a time when I didn't have an issue with trans people, but I didn't understand it. But I didn't have a problem with it. Tell me somebody over there is trans, fine. Talk to them, get to know them, whatever. But I never understood it. It wasn't until someone who was born female, and I remember seeing this person for many years and never hearing a word. I think I probably heard 2 words from that person the entire time they were living with that, knowing that something wasn't right about them. Not I shouldn't say it was not right about them, but it's just something didn't feel right. And come to find out, they were trans and is now a man and is one of the nicest people I know. Very smart, intelligent person, and much more outgoing. I think probably the very first time I saw that person after finding out about this and after they had completely come out, and actually having a conversation with them and just being like, oh my God, now I get it. Before, just off in the corner, not really talking, in my mind, seemed sad. Now I get it. Now I know what they were going through. I don't know exactly what they were going through, but I know how it was affecting them and how real this was and how real the change has been. And people that will kick down on trans people are some of the worst people in the world. But those same people tend to kick down on all other marginalized groups. But right now, thanks to the orange pedo and the maggots, they are making this whole anti-trans thing much more popular. And it's sad. I watch shows on YouTube, call-in shows, where people are calling in anti-trans and they just sound like redneck idiots when you hear them talk. And it's sad. Sorry, I've got off on a bit of a soapbox here. Forgive me. If you're still with me, happy Pride Month, everybody. And I hope you all have a great day, night, evening, weekend, week, whatever. Take care, everybody. Until next time. And keep your eyes to the sky or all around. Because you never know what you might miss if you're just staring at your phone. Take care. Bye.